us. Somehow we're a nonprofit that exists with donations. Look at all the oil companies give money to us, and I don't hear anybody complaining about that. Corporate America wants to give to nonprofits that do good work, and we're one of them.
Well, you know, if the nature is, when we talk to the forest supervisor, and I was 30 years on the Queens District. Oh boy, some of the best elk, deer, moose. This place is loaded. We talked to the forest supervisor, and of course, Fish and Game says, you don't know whether this exchange is doing lots for the inanimate fisheries. And even the DEIS says the water's clear up there.
Well, I beg to differ.
Now, wait a minute. You can look at Fish and Game's letter that they sent in on it. And then you can look at what they say about the elk. It's Idaho Fish and Game. That's not wildlife here. So when we pin that down with Rick, he says, well, if we don't get this land up there, then somebody might develop it. My answer to him is, do you think Rocky Mountain Public Foundation and Nature Conservancy and the public trust land that's in on that Montana, that they would let somebody do that? And if they did, what would that do? And he said, well, it interrupt the wildlife. And how come it is that down here on the Palouse we have all these people and all this water? If that up there, only being summer range, is going to interrupt that.
Just one thing about that up there. I haven't seen it, but everybody tells me the Forest Service has put together a soil erosion plan for those Western Pacific lands, and there's about $1 million worth of work that needs to be done on those roads, fixing up culverts, looking at bad spots.
But $1 million is nothing.
Yeah, well,
wait a minute, it's nothing up there. And I'll tell you what, because they haven't surveyed it. They don't know exactly what it's going to cost. And they had, you know that they got some checkerboard land in the upper North Fork about 13, 14 years ago on the Clearwater from VAW, and they just right on that. And they traded it for solid rock and $16,000 acres. All they have done in 14 years is shut off road. You know what they said they were going to do? As they say they're going to do it, manage as E1 ground. E1 ground is timber management. Why are you going to take out the roads if you're going to manage for timber?
Aren't going to take out all the roads, but some of the heavily eroded areas where you can still manage the timber without a road.
But that's skyline country. It's not like Dozier country.
Yeah.
So they didn't put in any more roads than what they had to. They might have used smaller culverts.
Have you seen the map they got over there of the roads?
It's what?
Have you seen the map they got over there of the roads up some of that stuff?
Sure, I've seen it.
Looks like spaghetti.
But you're looking down. And you know when you're looking down in the street, it's different. I was up there on the Crooked Fire. I helped investigate the Crooked Fire. It was escape from fire. That's deeper than house. You're going to manage it for E1 ground. You know what E1 ground requires when you manage for timber? In the DEIS, it says you've got to put out a fire almost immediately. They don't want, because that's supposed to be small trees. That's your future in E1 management. 93% of it is E1 ground.
I think they got some quotes from the Clearwater wildlife biologist that says one of the reasons he's keen on getting it is they'll be able to do more prescribed burning up there and improving elk habitat. And I don't believe that their goal, maybe you read it and understand it better than I do, but I don't believe that their goal is heavy timber production for all that land.
Well, it's the poorest forest timber land they got, but that's what it says in the DEIS. That's what the public is being fed, that 93% of that ground up there is E1 ground. They only have 2.6% of the 40,000 acres in winter range. That's all. And that's probably generous, given the amount of snowfall. So it's summer range. So they're either lying to the public and trying to get this exchange. From what us fellows that worked on the police for so many years know about the police, I can tell you if you went over there and asked the Forest Service a single thing about a parcel of land, they would not be able to tell you because they don't know. But we do.
Yeah.
In 1965, I came to the police to work. We never saw a moose on the police. In 1997, I drew a permit to kill a moose. I went 15 miles from Potlatch, shot a nice bull moose on opening day. That year, they killed 22 moose in collision with motor vehicles in Latah County. Now, it's amazing country down here. It's fertile. It's winter range forever. It's a young lady that's out there, 165 elk right outside the door on Highway 95. It'd be preposterous. It'd be preposterous to back this exchange in that, with those conditions.
I wanted to ask you about full-time police employees. Have you guys got a guy named Golia that's a member of your outfit?
Who?
Golia?
Not that I know of.
Not a John Golia?
No, John Galia.
Golia.
Galia was the best ranger I ever worked for. He was there in 70 to 75. He was on the district. He came from Alaska, 12 years from Alaska. He was on the district for 2 weeks when he told the forest supervisor, this is not the as long as I am ranger on this district, not 1 acre will be exchanged. That's how he saw the problem, and he didn't exchange 1 acre. John Delia was the fellow that came into the district, and we were using cats and jammers on the blues. And Delia said, what the hell are we doing to the land? So he said, we're going to skyline.